Engineer 775 wanted to show you a cool little stove I just received from Prepstove.com. They got it. They actually cut it into the stainless steel. This is a little rocket stove, and I'm going to do a test. I just wanted to show it to you before I actually started a fire in it because it's nice and clean. And what I'm going to do is a little test. I'm going to take this Dutch oven. I'm going to put basically 2 quarts of water in it. I'm going to do 2 things, kind of time how long it takes to boil that water, and also how much biomass I'm going to actually use. And I'm going to compare that to my other rocket stoves. I'm not going to show you the other rocket stoves. I don't want to put anybody else's down. I'm doing a test on this prep stove, and we'll let you know how it goes. Signing off. Okay, we got our fire going in our prep stove, and we're starting to feed in the biomass, and I think we're ready to, we're going to set the pot on it and put some water in it. Okay, we just got our pot set on our little prep stove, and you can see the flame. What I like about this stove, which isn't found on a lot of other rocket stoves, it's got a kind of a built-in pot stand and these air vents all the way around the stove. So you don't have to add anything to the stove. It comes self-contained. It's got its own handle on the back side. So what's nice is it seems to be breathing fairly well. I'm getting a little smoke, but we might not be quite up to temperature yet. And it's putting out some pretty good heat. Just feeding our biomass in here. You do have to tend to it. You can't just walk away like with any rocket stove. But it's a simple process. Just feeding in your wood and letting her go. So we are timing how long. Again, this is was a cold Dutch oven with 2 quarts of cold water. So it might take a while, but so you get a little bit more smoke there. But that's what's great about these. Use your cast iron ware Dutch ovens and cast iron pans, and so, but it's nice. It's contained. It's a controlled fire, so you can't beat a rocket stove and biomass for just cooking your food without having to use any propane or any other fuel sources, electricity, gas, you name it. This is the way to go. So, all right, we'll be back. All right, the little prep stove is boiling nicely here. Don't pay attention to that. Okay, the little prep stove's doing a great job right now. It's boiling that pot along. I just have 1 stick in here, as you can see, so not using a lot of biomass, and got a nice, say just about a rolling boil. So it works pretty good. A little low on biomass, so I'll stick another stick in here and get that one fired up too. But pretty good. Okay, I've taken the pot off. You can see why I wanted to give you a nice clean shot of it before, because we got a little carbon on it, but that's just part of being a stove. So, all right, but it's rocketing really nice. So it seems to be very capable of doing what it needs to do. And that's cook your food, boil your water, and all in a nice one little package. No extra parts. They're all self-contained. Not a bad stove. Just a final note on the prep stove. The guys that did this did a great job. It's so simple. I actually was very impressed with the time it took for me to start from cold, from a start a fire, and actually get that 2 quarts of water boiling. It took about 10 minutes on this, but I actually beat my other rocket stoves. Now, whether a lot of it's operator and how sticks are fed and all that, and the quality of the wood, but I actually was able to get up to temperature faster with this little prep stove, and also the handle. And when I was done, I was able to move the stove, and it was cool. So what's neat about it, there's no extra parts. There's no pot stands or skirts. There's no stands really required to use this stove. So I'm very happy with it. Made in the United States. Most other stoves, as you know, are not. If you've looked into it, well, there's a few. But the prep stove, Prepstove.com. Obviously, I've burned this thing, so I've got a little bit of carbon on it. But real happy with it.
and happy with the performance, which is most important to me. So anyway, it's a great little semi-portable stove. Now it wouldn't fit in your bug out bag, but it's you know, I could easily can on this, cook my food. It's so stable. I had a big Dutch oven on it. So 304 stainless, made in the United States. Consider getting yourself a Prepstove. I've got these in the links on our website, and I was thankful for the folks at Prepstove.com contacted me and telling me about this really cool stove. So, all right, Engineer 775 signing off.